Hello, Sagittarius. Come closer, closer to the flame that burns quietly beneath the earth. Sit with me, here, where darkness cannot touch your soul. I want you to take a deep breath and leave behind, outside this door, all the noise, the rush, the burdens, and the masks, because what I'm about to tell you is not a myth. It's a warning from the one who carries the arrow of light, meant only for those brave enough to break free from the old cycles. You're not here by chance. Your soul was guided, and now you're standing at the threshold of something sacred, where every choice, every belief, and every invisible scar is about to be named. I see. Your name has appeared on a document of great significance, not to condemn you, but to awaken you. A record carrying serious energy, now being reviewed by eyes that have seen truths beyond this world. I'm not saying this to scare you. I'm saying this so you don't miss the rare opportunity that fate is placing right in your hands. You may have felt it in a dream, or in those quiet moments when the world was too loud, a whisper inside that something big was coming, and there's no turning back. Before I shuffle these ancestral cards again, I invite you to anchor your energy into this journey. Click subscribe and turn on the bell, not for the numbers, but to hold this sacred connection between you and the path of light you're choosing to walk. Now, do something simple, yet powerful. Type in the comments with the full trust of your heart. I am ready to receive divine justice, the force that names my soul. Why does this matter? Because words create waves, waves create movement, and movement becomes destiny. Your name is not just a name, it's a frequency, and the universe is listening. Maybe you've been misunderstood. Maybe you've been watched, judged, analyzed over decisions you made in the past. But I'm telling you this with the peace of someone who has lived through more moon cycles than most lifetimes. Not everyone watching you is your enemy, and not every investigation is an attack. Sometimes it's the final step before your name is placed on a signature that will change your place in the world. Let's try a quick energy test. Share this message as an act of signaling the stars. Then open your messages and look who appears at the top of your contact list. If it's a woman, that means the energy of the Divine Mother is here, and the karmic wheel has already begun to turn in your favor. Don't try to overthink this. Not every sign speaks to your logic. Some messages are only meant for hearts that have awakened. Come back to me. And if you feel something sacred stirring inside you, type these words to affirm it. I am the light that rises. Because the moment you say that, an old door will begin to rust and slowly creak open. I'm not talking about dreams that float in the sky. I'm talking about paperwork, about a stamp of approval, about property being assigned to your name, about contracts, whether they're legal, financial, or spiritual, that will place you exactly where your soul has been waiting to stand for a very long time. It's coming, not from a predictable system, but from a force far greater than you, a force that is standing on your side. Remember this: once your name is written in the book of destiny, no one can cross it out. Not power, not envy, not sabotage. Because when a soul begins to live in its truth, the universe rewrites the rules on the spot, and everything unfolds in a cycle of 7, not for you to control, but for you to trust. 7 days, 7 weeks, or 7 full moons. I can't say for sure, but the number 7 is the number of completion, the number of faith. And faith is the strongest currency your soul carries. Sagittarius, if you're hearing this and you feel something inside you tremble, don't ignore it. Write an affirmation, connect with me, and send a signal to the heavens. I am ready. Let divine justice call my name. Because light only arrives when you're willing to step out of the shadows, and fire only warms those who dare to come close. If you're still here, Sagittarius, I know your soul has caught the signal. A door is opening, and if you're curious to know who the key figure of this next chapter will be, open your phone, look at the arrow, and check who the 7th person in your contact list is. That person isn't random, not a meaningless name, but a gateway, a messenger, or a warning wearing human form, sent at the right time, to the right person, in the right moment. I want you to share this with me. Write in the comments, what is your zodiac sign, and why does your intuition tell you that this person appeared now, not earlier, not later? I'm listening. I want to know how you felt when their name appeared on your screen, like a clear signal from the universe. This isn't just a test. It's a sacred alignment point between you and the path you're walking. Share with your fellow Sagittarians, confirm that the stars are lining up and that you are part of that map. But before you feel relieved by this connection, I want you to stay very calm, because what I'm about to say next comes from a very sensitive frequency. There is someone, and I don't even call them a person, breathing heavily behind your back, smiling on the outside. White teeth, soft voice, sweet words like honey. But behind you, they're spinning a web of poison designed to make you fall. They don't want you to rise. They don't want you to shine. And they especially don't want you to discover the truth that's waiting for you. They meddle with your decisions. They pull strings. They pretend to be your friend. Some even call themselves family. I can't say for sure if it's a man or a woman, but I feel this clearly. Their energy sits very close to your inner circle. If you allow me to step into your space, to cut this frequency from the root, then right now, tap the little heart. Hold it until it turns bright red. That's the sign that you've opened the door. And once you open the door, I can send my light to protect you. Next, I want you to share this message, not to make me famous, not for views, but to place a seal of protection on the very device you hold every day. It's the only way I can lock the cracks where jealousy tries to slip in like grey smoke. Now, do this with me. Tap the white arrow. Count to the 10th contact. That person is directly linked to the jealousy surrounding you. They may be the one who envies you, or the one who knows exactly who's manipulating you. Look at that name and tell me who you saw and why you think the universe pointed at them through your fiery intuition. Say it, write it. Your intuition is powerful. Let it speak, and I will read every comment like a sacred whisper returning to its source, because when your soul releases a true frequency, nothing can stop that message from reaching the one who's meant to hear it. Let me say this, gently, clearly, without hiding it anymore. Everything they tried to take from you is already on its way back, multiplied. The doors that slammed in your face will swing wide open. The opportunities you were blocked from will be cleared by blessings themselves. And yes, you will see money flow toward you. Opportunities will arrive without you chasing them. Stability will rise before you like a stone fortress built on the faith you nearly lost. But none of this is luck or chance. It is a sacred debt the universe owes you for every pain you silently endured. Write this down. I receive. I agree. I become the return. Now, I want you to look at the third contact in your phone. If that person once mattered to you, they may need protection desperately. Don't keep this to yourself. Share this message with them. Because when a blessing is passed on the right way, it multiplies into a shield. And when you share the light, you become a vessel to protect the people you love. I want this video to become a prayer circle, a ring of fire, a safe space where people don't just listen, they heal. Now, let's talk about what's been weighing on your heart. Someone you once loved is still tied to your energy, whether they admit it or not. No matter who they sleep beside at night, they are not at peace. The relationship they're in is just a mask covering up emptiness, a messy stage play built on jealousy, lies, and inner conflict. They may smile, but when they close their eyes at night, the only thing they remember is you. The peace you brought, a kind of peace they can't find anywhere else, because it came from someone who loved fully, lived honestly, and gave deeply. But listen closely now. You need to be careful. There's someone close to them who's quietly speaking against you, spreading doubt, twisting truths, blocking your path, feeding lies that no one's even questioning. If you want to know who's been manipulating your heart and your mind, look at the second person in your contact list. That person is draining your energy every single day. Now, look at the fifth. That person holds a key. They may not realize it, but their frequency can help you regain financial balance, heal your health, and bring back your peace of mind. Write those names down, share how you feel, and with our community, confirm whether this resonates with your soul. Finally, we need to talk about the place you call home, the four walls that surround your bed. They've been holding something that shouldn't be there, an object, one that was not given with love, one that carries a dark intention, a heavy, clouded energy. And ever since it entered your home, you've been tired for no reason. Money slips through your hands like water. Your emotions drop for no clear explanation. Your family argues over the smallest things. This is not coincidence. It's energetic consequence. That object may be sitting in an old drawer, a forgotten corner. After this message, get up, use your intuition, go find it. And when you do, don't clean it. Don't hold on to it as a beautiful memory. Throw it away, far from your living space. And as you do, speak it out loud, a declaration of light. No darkness has power here. Only light and faith are allowed to remain. Then, come back here. Write it down. That's the final step to seal the old cycle shut. And if you're still reading this, I know you're the one chosen to continue this ritual. If you're ready, write down this affirmation for the next chapter. I'm ready to step into the true journey of my soul, and I'll be there, waiting for you. On the other side of truth, you are protected, you are blessed, and no one can extinguish the light your soul was born to carry. I want to see you rise, strong, radiant, not just as a girl who once got hurt, but as a fire for your entire bloodline. That's how the women of my ancestors lived, women who never bowed their heads when their light was doubted. And that is how you must choose to live, starting now, because the divine has made it very clear. There are 3 people in your family who are being watched over in full protection. You, the one you love, or the one who carved their name into your heart, and a child. It could be your son, daughter, or a young soul you love as your own. This week, 2 toxic cords that someone quietly tied to split those bonds will be cut. The clever schemes, the invisible tricks, they will boomerang, like a broken blade returning to the one who threw it. A gateway of prosperity is opening for all 3 of you. Something that was delayed will now move forward. Something that was lost will be reborn. Something that once slipped from your hands will return, and not just return, but grow, bloom, and protect you. From this moment on, there is a young man in your bloodline. Pay close attention to this. He might be your son, he might be your nephew, or maybe he's a soul you've always loved like your own. This boy has been pushed away, criticized, misunderstood by people who could never see the beauty in his silence. But what's about to happen to him will leave everyone speechless. The ones who blamed him, mocked him, left him behind. They'll bow their heads and swallow every word they once said. They'll finally see what you've always known. A divine rise is near. And if, when you tap that white arrow, the first person who shows up is a woman, that's your confirmation. This prophecy is touching your family. Write this in the comments: "Dear God, I am you," and say his name, so that light may surround his journey so deeply, nothing dark can pierce it. Do not doubt your mother's instinct. Do not question your protective intuition, because what I'm saying now comes from an eternal truth that never lies. That boy will change. The places he once failed will now become his victories. The places where fear once lived will now be where he stands tall. His mind will sharpen. His heart will find its ground. And you'll witness a transformation so fast, it'll shock the world. But hear me clearly. There's someone watching him, someone with envious energy. It's not a coincidence that he's drawn to speed. It's not random that you feel a chill. Every time you think of him, this person is waiting for a moment of weakness, waiting to strike. But the Most High will not allow it, has never allowed it, and never will. Right now, place your hand spiritually on his heart and share this message. As a protective circle, say his name aloud, so I can include him in tonight's prayer. At my altar, his name will rise like a shield. But there's something else, something delicate. But I must say it. There is a woman very close to you. Her smile feels warm, but her heart is cold as stone. She brought something into your home, an object carrying dark energy. Maybe she sat across from you, drank coffee with you, pretended to bless you, when in truth, she was quietly hoping you'd fall. Every time you succeed, her stomach churns. Every step you take forward, her eyes darken. She's held your name on an altar, not to pray, but to manipulate. But everything she sent out is now returning to her. The cross she once sharpened for you now lies heavy on her own back. You were right to walk away, right to cut ties with those fake connections, right to step out of circles drenched in jealousy, like damp dust that never dries. Now, to reinforce your shield, write this: I am protected, I am blessed, and no one can dim my light. As you cleanse your space, as you sweep your spirit clean, those who once cursed you are falling, one by one, like tired dominoes. Heaven has lifted you with a radiant hand, and no one touches what belongs to heaven without paying a price. Listen to me carefully. Don't leave yet. Don't turn this off. If you do, you might miss the biggest sign of the month. Before this month ends, you'll receive the very thing you once whispered for in your loneliest prayer. A call that changes your fate, a signature that matters, a new home, a golden opportunity. All of it is coming toward you now. And if one of the top 3 contacts on your WhatsApp is a blood relative, that's your confirmation. A blessing has arrived and no one can block it. But remember this: your heart is precious, radiant, sacred. Someone from your past is coming back. They'll cry. They'll say the things they once left unsaid. They'll ask you to open the old door. But not everyone who returns has truly changed. Some come back simply because they can't stand watching you shine without them, and they'll try to dim that light. Again, use your intuition before you forgive, before you open up, before you rewrite the chapter. And if you're unsure, write it in the comments. Let me, and the ones with awakened hearts, help you see clearly. Now then, my beloved Sagittarius, keep listening, because I'm not finished yet. There's still more that heaven wants you to know. Come closer to the fire, just like I invited you to do at the very beginning, because when your soul is quiet enough, the flame will begin to whisper what you most need to hear. And I am still here, waiting to tell you the rest of the story. When you're ready, when you want to move forward, when you finally know that light has never once left you. Now listen to me, dear heart, but listen gently, as if a grandmother were calling you to the kitchen table, still stirring her tea, and beginning to speak slowly, not to scare you, not to overwhelm you, but simply to help your soul understand. I will not end this message until your spirit is as light as a feather. So we will continue right where we left off, because I know something deep is already shifting in your life. And even if you think what you've just gone through was random, I can tell you with certainty, it was not. The things you're hiding, the pain that quietly closed your heart, the confusion you haven't even found the words for yet, didn't come out of nowhere. They are the consequence of those who never wanted to see you rise, brighter, stronger, more radiant than before. But here is the good news. Those people, they can't touch you anymore. The cards made that very clear to me. As clear as a window thrown open after a storm, with sunlight pouring in. There is a woman inside your familiar circle, someone you once trusted, someone you opened your heart to, but she could never stand to see you smile. She couldn't stand the peace you carried, even in silence. When you bought something new, when you were simply calm, she grew restless, because every step forward you took, she felt herself shrinking. Every time you lit up, her world dimmed. But at first, you didn't notice it because your heart is pure, and pure-hearted people often believe everyone else is too. But the cards don't lie, and neither do the elders. She spoke your name, but not in blessing. She brought something small into your home, a gift, a decoration, something that didn't raise a single red flag, but inside that object was heavy energy, damp, toxic, deliberate. And ever since it crossed your threshold, you've felt strange fatigue, shallow sleep, arguments over little things, money slipping through your fingers, and the child you love most, your son, your spiritual son, your beloved, has been more irritable than usual. Outbursts that seem to come from nowhere. It's like the whole house is wrapped in fog. But you must understand, none of this, not a single bit of it, is your fault. It was her. She planted it. But now, listen to me carefully. That energy is weakening. It can't hold on any longer, because anything born of envy rots in the hands of its creator. I say this not with fear, but with wisdom, hard won, from the kind of falls that almost took my soul. There is no darkness that can survive for long in a house where someone like you has cried in silence and prayed for light with a heart full of devotion, without bitterness. And now, this is what I need you to remember. Justice is coming. That woman is beginning to face the consequences. She might be sick, or facing a string of problems she can't explain. Not because you cursed her, not because I asked for vengeance, but because the universe always returns things to their rightful place. When someone offers heaven the wrong thing, heaven returns what is deserved. You don't have to do anything except stand firm in the light, protect your home, get rid of that object, and remember, blessings never stop flowing when they're sent to someone who has silently endured without giving up, like you. Now let me tell you what shook me deeply during a recent prayer. The divine showed me clearly that in your bloodline, there are 3 people wrapped in a sacred spiritual cloak. You know who they are. I don't need to name them. They are the ones who exhaust you, and yet they keep you alive. They are your pain and also your purpose. And this week, 2 powerful shifts will unfold. First, a poisonous energy that someone once planted to divide your family will be torn apart. Misunderstandings, arguments, emotional distance will begin to dissolve. The intention to separate you all has collapsed. I see the light seeping in now, cracking open the structure that darkness tried to build behind your backs. And second, it's like a giant door, rusted shut for years, is groaning open again. An opportunity you thought was lost is waking back up. A stream of money that was blocked is beginning to flow. A signature that was delayed, a message that was once ignored. It doesn't matter what it looks like. What matters is that it's moving again, and nothing will stop it. Do you know why? Because when a good person like you is held back, that positive energy doesn't vanish. It builds and builds until it explodes like a flood. And what's breaking open now is here to set you free. Now remember this. I once told you about the young man in your family, the one who was scolded, misjudged, and misunderstood. Do you know what's happening to him? Heaven has placed a hand on his shoulder, and what's about to unfold will leave the whole family speechless and in tears, because he will rise, not in anger, but in dignity. And when that happens, you'll know every word I've spoken today is true. If you want me to continue, just write in the comments, "I'm ready for the light to guide me and those I love, and I will return to tell you the rest of this sacred journey." When you're ready, when you know the light has never, ever left you. The doors that once slammed in your face, they'll open now with reverence. You won't have to knock twice. You won't have to beg. Because the light within you has made it impossible for the world to look away. And those who once slandered you, who whispered your name with cruel tongues, will bow their heads, not because you seek revenge, but because your shine is unstoppable. I say this with certainty because I have witnessed it. Sometimes, the souls who hit the deepest bottom are the ones who rise the highest because life has prepared them well, from the ground, from the roots, from the dark places where light had never yet reached. And there's one more thing you need to know about that young man, the one in your bloodline. He's being protected far more than you realize. He's been watched closely by a jealous gaze, someone who couldn't stand the way he lives free, true to himself, respected for who he is. But don't worry, because I want you to understand this. There is an invisible force that has been holding him close all this time. Every time he gets behind the wheel, whether he takes a wrong turn, runs late, or returns home safely after you've worried, it's not by chance. It's the hand of heaven. A silent but powerful force is watching over him. He has never been alone. Even when you weren't by his side, there has always been a guide seated just behind him, guarding from the angle your eyes can't see. And now, as the negative energy begins to dissolve, you'll start to feel it more clearly. The door is opening for him. Every decision will gain clarity. Every step will feel grounded. Every opportunity will appear through the mist like dawn breaking. And most importantly, your heart, the one that used to tighten every time he walked out the door, will begin to breathe again. Peace is returning to you. But there's one more truth, and I can't leave it unsaid. Someone is drawing close to you with false affection. They hug you, they laugh, they check in like it's routine, but in their heart burns a quiet resentment, a bitterness they can't name. Just because you're at peace, they can't stand that you've kept your light, that your home still stands, that you still carry your dignity. They once wished your house would collapse, hoped your finances would dry up. They wanted you to fall apart. But now, everything they wished on you is beginning to show up in their own life. You don't need to name them. You don't need to confront them. You don't need to fight, because the skies have seen them long ago. And now, the masks are starting to fall. You'll see their true face. You won't be able to unsee it. And this time, you won't turn away out of fear. You won't try to understand out of kindness. You'll look and you'll know. That truth is lighter than the weight of pretense. You are not an ordinary woman. You were chosen long before you were ever born. And when the universe chooses a soul, it wraps her in fortress and fire. Nothing can touch her. Even though you've fallen before, even though you've cried through nights no one knew about, even though the people you once called family turned their backs on you, you were never destroyed. And here's why. There was a mighty hand that lifted you up every time you thought you wouldn't make it. That strength didn't come from people. It came from God, from the prayers you never even had words to speak. And now, I want you to remember this. You didn't always know how to set boundaries. You didn't know how to say no. You didn't believe you were worthy. But now, everything is different. Something inside you has awakened, a fire in your chest. No one lit it. It sparked on its own. You no longer accept crumbs from love. You no longer tolerate the presence of anyone who makes you feel small. What you're feeling now is the awakening of your soul. It is the sacred moment when a woman stops asking for peace and starts claiming her place beneath the sun. Your path is being prepared to take you higher than your wildest dream ever dared. What was taken will return. What was rejected will be gifted. What once made you cry will be washed away by the tears of joy. And what they tried to keep from you will become the very gate that leads you to your greatest triumph. Don't be afraid. Change is coming, not to hurt you, but to give everything back. And now, I need you to listen closely, because what's about to be said is the red thread tied to your name, to your homeland, and to your destiny. Unbreakable. There is something the heavens have been trying to send to you, something hidden that no one can block. It's like sunrise. Whether anyone wants it or not, it will rise. My child, stay with me. Take another deep breath. Because what's coming next is one of those truths that grandmothers don't speak easily. But I will say it, because the time has come. There is a force, an old lingering energy, something that has been hidden in the dark for a very long time. It has lived quietly in your life, but now it wants to reveal itself. It wants to step forward. It wants to be seen. It cannot hide anymore. It cannot wait anymore. And you are finally strong enough to face it. Because what happens next is tied directly to the root of everything that has been hurting you lately. When I look at your path laid out across these cards, I see invisible threads. Not thick, not obvious, but placed exactly where they could trip you. Like a spider's web. Light, yet powerful enough to bring you to your knees. And the hardest part, my dear, is this. Those threads didn't come from enemies. They didn't come from strangers. They came from familiar hands, hands that once held you, hands that ate at your table, hands that once promised loyalty. And now, you are finally clear-eyed enough to face the truth. There is a woman, close by blood or connected through marriage, who once praised you behind closed doors, who sat beside you as if everything was fine. But deep inside, her heart never wanted to see you happy. She wasn't jealous because you did something wrong. She was jealous because you did something right. Your light, your freedom, your honesty, the strength in your eyes reminded her of everything she could never be. That resentment, unspoken but growing, thickened in her like a dark cloud. Time didn't heal her. Time filled her with bitterness. And where there is bitterness, there is shadow. And shadow always tries to creep into places where light is strong. That's how she slid into your life. Through harmless jokes, just teasing, subtle digs, offhand comments. Comments that changed the atmosphere in the room. Comments that planted doubt. And when those tricks stopped working, she went further. Not because she had power, but because jealousy always makes people believe they can control the destiny of others. She touched something she never understood, something no one should touch without purity in their hands. When I saw that altar, where she spoke your name out loud, a cold breath ran down my spine. It was not a powerful altar. There was no reverence, no devotion, no light, but it was enough to interfere, enough to drain you, enough to make your home feel heavy, like a thin layer of dust that never quite goes away. And that is why opportunities slipped away just as they reached you. That is why your sleep stopped restoring you. That is why strange emotions kept returning. even when nothing was wrong. Her intent was like a midnight wind tapping on your door and sliding straight into your kitchen. But don't be afraid. Please, don't be afraid, because you are here now, and the light is already breaking through. With every word you read, with every breath you take, with every truth you acknowledge, that atmosphere is cracking open. Shadow cannot survive truth, and the one who wanted to see you fall is beginning to feel the consequences on her own body. Not punishment, just the law of energy. Anything sent out returns. Any manipulation circles back to its source. And now, I need to tell you about a greater movement. Something you've sensed inside your chest. A vibration. Like a long closed door suddenly shifting, unlocking for the first time. You're not imagining it. That is your soul. Picking up a signal from the divine. Before every major turning point, the soul always knows. Before the eyes see, the heart feels. This message, it's written in fire. And within that fire, I see this. Something that was once shut will open. Not slowly, not painfully, but suddenly. Like the first rain pouring onto dry, broken earth. A door connected to your financial stability, your inner safety, and your home is about to swing open. It carries something you once dreamed of, but never fully believed you could have. And you don't have to change to receive it. You only have to be present at the right moment. And that moment is now. But before it arrives, I want you to remember something about love, about the ones you've loved, about what they left behind. You carried too many burdens that were never yours. You loved with a generous heart and received wounds from people who never learned how to love back. You were underestimated, used, drained. But hear this. Someone from your past will return, not because they have truly changed, but because they see you rising and they fear being left behind. This time, you will not open the door out of nostalgia. This time, you will use the wisdom your tears have taught you. You will not say yes out of loneliness. You will not shrink to make someone comfortable. You will not dim your light for anyone. You have awakened. And awakened women do not return to the places where the spirit was once dimmed. You will only open the door when your soul feels respected, when you see action, not just words, when you see presence, not sweet deception. And believe me, what's coming for you is far more beautiful than anything you've left behind. You will have a choice. You will have options. And this time, the gaze that meets you will be filled with reverence, not hidden agenda. Because when a woman rises from the depths, she begins to attract souls who truly see the worth within her. Don't be afraid to let go of what no longer resonates. Sometimes, an empty space is an invitation for what's truly worthy to arrive. And now, look closely at your home. Lately, you've felt both tired and strangely lighter, as if an old atmosphere is being pushed out. That's no coincidence. That's purification. You're entering a season of energetic cleansing, and soon, you'll see it clearly. The air feels lighter. Arguments no longer linger. Your thoughts become clear, and your dreams begin to carry messages you couldn't understand before. And now, I'll say what most wouldn't dare. You carry a deep spiritual power. You are protected. From the very moment you were born, even when you didn't know who you were, even when they tried to harm you, they could never touch the sacred flame inside you. You cried, you were shaken, but you were never defeated. Because when heaven chooses someone, No darkness can cross that line. And do you know the most beautiful part? That power comes from your bloodline, from the women who walked before you, the ones who prayed in silence, who worked from dawn to dusk, who cried when no one could see, and who never gave up. They are right here with you, right now. That energy, once dormant in your veins, is rising now. Not to remind you of pain, but to lead you into the most radiant, joyful season of your life. This is the moment, the exact moment when heaven pauses as it sees the light dancing on your cards. Because what's coming will not just change you, it will change your entire household. It will make the impossible possible, and even shift how you see yourself. It is so beautiful that even those who once wished pain upon you will fall silent. No more mockery, no more whispers, only awe, as they witness the blessings pouring over you in ways no one can deny. And now, my dear, I take your hand again, picking up right where we left off, with a message sent by your ancestors, from the women who came before you. Because when a truth is ready to be born, nothing can stop its arrival. And this message is your truth. You are stepping into the most luminous season after years of tests. When I say, even your enemies will fall silent, I don't say it to comfort you. I say it because I see it, as clearly as a river flows downstream. Those who once laughed when you fell, those who once hoped your home would collapse, those who thought you couldn't rise again, will be the first to witness your sacred return. And they won't be able to do anything except watch and learn the lesson only destiny can teach. Heaven has placed you right where honor lives, where your name is once again spoken with respect, where your voice is heard, not just with ears, but with hearts, where your presence, once underestimated, has become a grounded, unshakable force, serene, undeniable. What was taken will be returned. What was denied will find its way to your door, and the quiet tears you cried will be dried by the laughter of peace. Everything you've patiently waited for is coming, not by luck, but by divine justice finally speaking your name. But you must remember, everything you've gone through was not meaningless. It shaped your soul, like fire forges metal. Now, you carry a kind of inner certainty that moves like the wind. Your intuition has been fine-tuned like a sacred instrument, and that clarity will be your compass forever. Your home, once a container for both pain and hope, will also feel the shift. Where there were arguments, there will be understanding. Where there was exhaustion, there will be rest. Where there was lack, there will be flow. And the child you love most will be healed. That boy, the one who's been holding your worries on his tiny shoulders, he will find his light, and he'll surprise everyone with a maturity that outshines all expectations. When you see him succeed, you'll remember this moment, and you'll know that nothing in this prophecy was by chance. Even your own mental health is beginning to heal. The burdens you carried weren't even yours, and you no longer need to carry them. Those relationships that drained you will fall away. Half-hearted love won't even tempt you anymore, because you are no longer half of anything. You are whole, a soul that doesn't need permission to live in peace. And remember this, I say it to you, with the voice of every grandmother, every ancestor, every woman who ever prayed in silence for the bloodline she loved. Everything they did to you, everything they tried to take, every ounce of jealousy, it is all collapsing right in front of your eyes. You will rise, stronger, clearer, and more certain than ever before of exactly who you are. You are the chosen one, you are protected, and you were born to shine without needing anyone's approval. Never forget this, because heaven has already written your name in the sacred book. And once a name is etched into that book, no one and no force can ever erase it. That is why you're here. That is why these words found you. Because this is your part of the message. And now it has begun. The days of light, the days of victory, the days your soul has waited for. So long, so silently. Now, my beloved heart, let me say this final prayer. Let this message echo far and wide. If you feel touched, show a sign, a like, a share, a sacred affirmation. Tell me, what awakened in your heart as you heard this message? Write it down as an act of opening the path, because blessings always arrive faster to those who are grateful and pass the light on to others. Before I close this letter, I want to leave you with a prayer. Simple, but thunderstrong. O Lord of light, clear the path before me, cleanse my home, protect the holiness of my name, and guide my steps toward what is good. May no darkness touch me. May all envy dissolve, and may the blessings written in my name find me now. And now, my dear one, I leave you with a question that, if you answer it from your truest heart, may transform the rest of your life. If nothing and no one could block your destiny, if the angels had already been sent to protect you completely, then what is it that you most truly want for your life starting today? Hold that answer in silence, because the universe doesn't need you to shout your truth. It only needs a whisper from a soul that is truly ready, and the request your heart just whispered, it has already begun to take form in the real world. Even if your eyes haven't seen it yet, your soul has felt it. That is why I ask you to hold the image of your victory, clear and unwavering, as I continue speaking to you, because the energy we're awakening now is no longer just words, it's already moving. I asked you, what is your deepest desire? And now I want you to understand that the paper with your name, the document I once spoke of, that is the key to the exact door you've been waiting to open. Don't think it's all random. You may believe you're waiting for a signature from a bank, a lawyer, a government agency. But in truth, you're waiting for a destiny switch. And I see it. I see the eyes that once scrutinized your name have changed. I see the hands that once looked for flaws are now nodding in approval. The evaluation, the review, the quiet investigation you feared for months has shifted. An unseen hand has rearranged everything, and your name now looks clean, bright, and clear, like gold, freshly polished. But while all that unfolds, in the office or at the bank, I want you to pay close attention to what's happening in the realm of spirit. That woman I warned you about, with the beautiful smile and hollow heart. She's losing her grip. She doesn't understand why. But the old tricks she used to manipulate, they no longer work. She tries to think of you the way she used to, but her thoughts can't reach your soul anymore, because a shield has been raised, formed by your intention and my prayer. In the coming days, she'll appear. Not with attack, but with concern. She'll ask about your money, your family, your future, in a tone soft as wind, but her eyes won't hide the unease. Don't tell her anything. Let her hear of your victories from the applause of the world, not from your lips. Let your success speak for itself. And now, let's talk about the boy, the one born to break the chains of poverty in your family line. His image is becoming clearer to me. Soon, there will be a moment, on the road, at school, at work. He'll need to make a choice, fast as lightning, and in that moment, time will slow. A voice, Phantom, from within will whisper guidance, a sudden turn, a split-second pause, a step left instead of right, and that decision will save him from a major accident. When he comes home that day, he'll be quiet, his eyes heavier, unable to name what just happened, and you don't need to ask. Just hug him, make a warm meal. That embrace will bring his soul fully back into his body. And please remember, he is not an ordinary child. He's the one bringing a new way, a new path, a new faith to your bloodline. Sometimes you worry about his impulsiveness, about the speed, about how different he is, but that energy, that exact fire, is what will take him to heights others wouldn't dare imagine. Now, about that other man, the one who once slept inside your heart. He's lying in a cold bed, not because no one's beside him, but because no one is truly present. He's walking through the dark night of the soul. The card I see is comparison. He's starting to compare the way you once loved him to the way others treat him now, and the longing is tearing through his pride, but he won't say it straight. No, not "I miss you." Instead, he'll ask about some object, some old date, some forgotten document, some meaningless excuse. But you and I both know that's the cry of a soul filled with regret. And this is where you shine. You'll read the message and smile, not from bitterness, but from peace, because you're no longer the one waiting. Now, you're the one who chooses. You don't need crumbs. You don't need to hold on. And finally, I see this, an event tied to money, law or justice is coming. It will land right on a cycle of 7. The 7th day, the 17th, a dollar amount with 7 in it, or a document signed during that exact moment. It's not coming from your regular job. It's coming from fairness, an inheritance that was held up, an insurance payout that was delayed, a right that was forgotten, and just when you need it to pay for the home, to invest in your sanctuary, it will arrive, not a minute early, not a minute late, as if the universe were using a Swiss timepiece, programmed precisely for you. There's something you must know, Sagittarius. You once lived in a house where everything seemed fine. But if you just listened, really listened, you'd feel it. That twisting sensation in your chest. Sometimes, that wasn't emotion. It was intuition. Whispering. Someone is manipulating your energy. A soul. Close. Very close. Someone you once called family. Someone you once trusted with your heart. Without question. And then, you realized some people don't just bring blessings. They bring envy. They carry silent curses, hidden beneath words of care. And you, a Sagittarius who seemed carefree, were actually the one most tightly bound by those invisible threads. You weren't foolish. You were kind. So kind, no one expected you'd ever call the darkness by its name. You stayed silent because you still had hope. But today, Your name has been written on a sacred contract, not the one they tried to make you sign, but the one where you placed your hand and took back the reins of your destiny. The shield is up. No one can manipulate you now. Not with the look of a victim. Not with those familiar tears. You've seen it. The shadow that's been draining you night after night is not the person you once thought it was. And strangely enough, once you stepped out of that space, you started sleeping deeper. Your body no longer felt drained after empty conversations. Your skin began to glow again. The air filled your lungs more easily, and you laughed, without guilt. That was the first sign of liberation. You didn't need an apology. You didn't need them to admit they were wrong. You just needed to sign your name on a sacred contract between you and the universe, that from now on, you will no longer play the role of the obedient child. You will be fully yourself, with boundaries, with intuition, with the right to question and the power to walk away. I see you, in that moment, like a warrior, shooting one last arrow into the sky, then walking away without looking back, not for victory, but for returning to yourself. And when you return, the one waiting at the door will be your own soul, in its most radiant form, awakened, gentle, no longer burdened, and filled with deep knowing. An old friend, someone who once hurt you, may reach out in the coming days. They'll carry regret, but for the first time, you'll clearly see what is real and what is fear dressed as love. You no longer have to choose, because everything has already chosen you. You are the last one standing in a spiritual war that you didn't even know you were fighting. You're the only one who dared to break the generational curse without anger in your heart. You are the first to rise, not to accuse, but to purify the bloodline with your awakening. And now, the universe asks nothing more of you. Only this: be present, like a candle that's already been lit, shining, not to be seen, but because that is your nature. If your heartbeat feels different after hearing this, leave a mark. Write it down as a way to seal this connection. I choose the light, not to be forgiven, but to live in truth. That is a vow, a signature moment, a final door, just opened. Take a deep breath now. Feel the clean air filling your lungs. Feel it spread through your body, sweeping away every doubt, every remnant of fear. And as you breathe out, know this: you're releasing the old version of yourself who once believed she didn't deserve more. Because the woman sitting here today has been cleansed, revived, and is ready for radiance. This was not just another tarot reading. What we completed today was a sacred covenant between you and the universe. The paper with your name on it, the signature you're envisioning, the number you're waiting on, they're not distant hopes anymore. They are reality, already stamped. From today forward, fear has no place in your home. It has been carried away. With the smoke of this spiritual cleansing, and the person sitting here now is no longer someone begging for peace. She's a warrior of light who survived the darkness and has entered her season of harvest. Look at me now, as I gather the cards one by one, calmly, without rush, without worry, because fate has already spoken. You don't have to fight anymore. The forces that once tried to manipulate you have been defeated by their own cruelty. You don't need revenge, because divine justice has already moved. Your only task now is to prepare your home for abundance, open your heart to real love and keep the flame of faith burning bright. From now on, miracles won't come one at a time. They'll come constantly because you've stepped into a higher frequency. And now, before we close this ritual, I ask you, please don't break this energy circle we've just created. Do this one thing. As a final act of power, smash that like button, as if you just signed $1 million contract with destiny. Subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications, because I will be here every time fate sends you a message, and leave a comment. I receive it, grandfather. Or, thank you, universe. It is done. It doesn't have to be long. It just has to be true. Because what you write today will become the key to tomorrow's door. If this message touched your soul, share it. Because light is not meant to be hidden. It's meant to be passed on. I pray that your family is protected, that your home is refreshed, that your finances are restored, and that the document, yes, that one you're waiting for, will arrive exactly when you're sipping your coffee with no worries in sight. Now go, my beloved one. Lightly, calmly, head held high. The season of tears is over. The season of your reign begins now. Until we meet again, stand firm in the light.